Hi everyone, Deb here. I am here with hashtag strawberry, B-E-A-R-Y, berry, strawberry bliss. This is an open collaboration hosted by Polly Pretty's Coloring and Crafting. Polly's Pretty's Coloring and Crafting. She will be linked down below. There's a number of us playing along with this, and you don't have to make a book. You just have to follow 2 prompts every day. And as of this video, I am up through day 24. I'm going to show you day 22, 23, and 24. So yeah, we're getting down towards the end of May. And these were some different ones for a strawberry and bears. So um, there's no bear on this page, and there's not really any strawberries except perhaps strawberry ice cream. I thought about, in fact, 1 second. I have that glittery sticker sheet handy, and oh, does it have a single strawberry on it? No. Oh, drat, never mind. I'll see if I have another one. So what did I do? Well, you can kind of see what I did. Um, I started off with this paper that I found I still had, Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper. The paper was good, but I kind of felt like the colors for the ice cream were a little weird, even from back, I think this was from when I was a demonstrator. However, it had this paper um, here that the back of was just like the ice cream cone. So I started with that, and then it had this other paper, if I can find a scrap of it here. Nope, that's not it. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, this one with these other kind of ice cream cones that had the sprinkles on back. So, oops, sorry. I started with the cones. I put a little strip of the flat bottom cone ice creams over here, and it was a 12 by 12 strip, so I just cut it down in a little strip of the sprinkles over here. So that was my starting point, as well as I went looking. I really didn't think I had ice cream washi. I knew I had like donuts, but I found this tube of food related stuff which I hardly ever use, and mostly I used the donuts. And oh, I didn't see the sprinkles. Anyway. It had this one in there with popsicles, so I did use that at the bottom. Now I know that's not ice cream. However, I also found this one loose in my stuff, and it is all ice cream. Ice cream sundaes, ice cream sandwiches, ice cream with sprinkles, ice sundaes with the cherries on top. But I'm going to say that that is strawberry ice cream with sprinkles on top. So we have our strawberries there. And then the other part of this prompt, it was ice cream and gems. Well, I got really, I got really lucky. I have so much stuff, but you have to remember, I've been collecting stuff, and I went really gung-ho for a few years in a row, like 4 years in a row. Um, I found several things that I ended up using. First off, I had this open pack, I had used it, of Jolie's Boutiques dimensional stickers. I have 4 left, but I put 3 of those, which counts as gems, by the way, because they have little gems on them. I put them down the sprinkles over here. Oh, these 2 pieces of ephemera, when I was pulling things out to work on hashtag Deck the Year for Thursday the 22nd, which actually is when I'm filming this too, these were in one of the summer packs of ephemera, and I thought, ooh, so I just got lucky finding those. And then this was out of the Stampin' Up! Paper. I punched it with an oval punch and edged it. Anything I edged on these pages is in Kitsch Flamingo, unless I say otherwise. So all these other things are edged in that too. And this is a puffy sticker, and it was the last one with ice cream out of this everyday stickers. That's Walmart. Oh no, EK Success. Wasn't that sold at Walmart? Do you know, I've been in Walmart twice in the last month for birdseed mostly, but I went looking and they don't have, they used to have a whole section of stickers in where the greeting cards were. There are 0 stickers anymore at my Walmart anyway. Let me know if yours is like that too. So yeah, I found those two. And then for gems, I thought these would be appropriate. These were called Sparkle. I can't read my note. They were from Chaos Craft. So I ordered them online a while back. Excuse me, 2019 I ordered them. Sugar sprinkles they were called, adhesive enamel dots, and some of them are glimmery, and so I used those because I thought they were sprinkles and sprinkles on top. So all the sentiments I used were stamped, and they were stamped using, whoops, Stampin' Up's one of their new colors called Strawberry Slush. They were out of this sweet ice cream set, which is from 2122. So I did the treat yourself here. You're so cool, because ice cream is cool, right? Hope it's sweet over here. Oops, sorry. And sprinkles on top over here. And that was all out of this one stamp set. So that's what I did. I just glued everything down. These add a little dimension, as do the jemmies, so I didn't really want to add any more dimension to the page. So this page, there is not much you can do except look at it because it's cute. I think. Not crazy about this washi. I probably should have just used 2 strips of that one. But it is, and I did have a popsicle I fussy cut out of Stampin' Up's paper, and this ice cream, and this triple decker. And this sticker I already showed you was a double decker, so, and this is a double decker. So I guess that's pistachio and strawberry ice cream. What would be blue ice cream? Is there such a thing as blueberry ice cream? I've never had it. I guess. Anyway, so lots of berries, and this I'm going to say is strawberry ice cream too, or a strawberry topping on top vanilla ice cream. I don't know. And this is swirl, which I love. I love it all, unfortunately. Can't have it much anymore. All right, so that is my day, which day? 22. Now, day 23 is greeting card and hearts. Well, for those of you who know me, I do make cards. I haven't made as many lately, but I do make cards. So I went looking through my card stash, and lo and behold, I found one that would work, and boom, that's it. Well, I guess I can uncover that now. So this minty green card was in my stash, and it had all the hearts in the little envelope and the heart punches and the green, I don't know if it's Nuvo drops, or I think scrapbook.com has those dots, liquid dots, and that's what that is, although some of them got squished, it looks like. Anyway, it was already made, including this green twine, which I couldn't find any more of. So, and I found this mint, I think this was from Michael's in a set too, Recollections, a while back. I couldn't find the one I wanted, which was, because originally I pulled out this card and I thought, ooh, I wonder if I still have that washi. Well, if I do, I couldn't find it. It wasn't, I think it was out of the same pack, or maybe not. Anyway, I couldn't find it, and that card was too big. So I was like, well, how am I going to cut it down? And then I kept looking and I found this one. So yay, decided that would be perfect. This paper is also Stampin' Up. It's out of a fairly new pack called Wildflower Birthday, and that color is Pretty in Pink, which is still available as far as I know. And it's the back of a really pretty floral, but I didn't want to use the floral. Um, Hang on, I'm trying to show you this is the other side of it. But the main thing I got it for was these birthday cakes with foiling on, but isn't that pretty? I just like wildflowers, and I like the idea of a wildflower birthday. I haven't used it to make birthday cards yet, so yeah, I might as well use it somewhere else. So this card opens like this, and it was finished on the outside, but it never had its piece of white cardstock that I put in for writing on. So I I had index cards. I have lots of index cards. This was a 4x6 index card, so 4 was perfect this way. And I just lopped off a little bit right here. I was going to stamp on it, but it's more yellow than what I needed it for. So I glued the card down with double-sided tape on 3 sides, and then I made this, I just made a sparkly tag out of the paper, glitter paper that came with the Stamps by Me strawberry papers. And I was looking for that same twine and I couldn't find it. I almost settled for a different twine, and then I saw this little scrap of pink ribbon. So I just put that on, stapled it with my stapler, my mini stapler, and then I used Faber-Tac and glued a pink button heart and a white button heart on. I thought that was cute because I didn't have another pink one in that shade, or I would have used pink for that. So that's another little writing spot, which is really good that there's lots of writing space here because there's none here. And I thought about putting another little heart here, and I just didn't, but I can do that in the future because we've got hearts here and hearts across here. So yeah, that is my greeting card and hearts. And then lastly, for the 24th, okay, so this one had me on a scavenger hunt of sorts looking for fun foam. I have some. It's not really fun foam, it's this Spellbinders pop-up die cutting foam sheets. I don't believe I've ever used them. I was looking all over for lily pads or frogs in my stamps and die cuts, and I could not find any. So that's on my list. However, I was able to find these what's left over. I guess I did a um, they call it paper share from a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, because I have this in here. And I think it was, yeah, it was, I think it was 12 by 12, or maybe I printed that off the website. I don't know. 6x6, 12 pieces. Image shown is 12 by 12. So yeah, some of these papers are bigger than 6x6. So this was 12 by 12 cut down. And I guess I had some left, and then I must have got some in a paper thing. Well, it's called Lily Impressions, and I knew I had that somewhere, so I don't know if I have any more of the paper I used, but let me show you the page. Here it is. Let me slide this over. Um, so yeah, there's all kind of pretty papers in here. I'm trying to see. I don't have another piece of the same paper, I don't think, but you can see it in the background. It's got these pink flowers on a lily pad, and there's lily pads everywhere. So then I thought, okay, what am I going to do for, well, then the next thing I did was I have, once again, remember I said I was going through stuff, and I have lots of these little writing tablets. Well, I have this one. Oh, they don't all have a frog on. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I used that piece, and I used this piece, another St. Jude's one. That one's on the front. So I cut that off, folded it in half, and then this one I cut down also. I didn't realize they didn't all have, I should have just used the other frog piece too. So I just have two little sheets in here cut up and stapled together. See that little frog? and that frog with the butterfly, and then that's a plain striped, and then this is the back of this piece, and they're just stapled. I meant to put like washi across there or something. And they're sort of purple staples, which goes with it. So I did that to have a little writing space. And as far as foam, oh man, scavenger hunt. I went digging through my sticker packs. I have a whole big beach tote kind of thing full of stickers. I used to have them organized in manila folders in a file drawer. And then I removed them from there because I needed the file drawer. Now I can't even get in the file drawer and I don't remember what I put in there. So anyway, look what I found. Foamies! Dowries. I probably got them at AC Moore, huh? I don't know. Does it say? Although I think Michael's, I'm not sure. I think Dowries, I used to get it, AC Moore. So it had this yellow fishy, it's foam, this pink fishy, this purple fishy, and whatever else is in here, which I didn't use because I didn't think starfish would go with it. And the blue fish I just didn't have room for. And then I also found, oh my goodness, so much stuff. Where's that? Here they are. These, which are not foam, but I thought since I already have the foam, I could use the two froggies that were on this set. How cute. I had never used them. So, yeah, I don't know. Look, I could have used this for bugs. Oh well, now I know. Anyway, and then because this had a butterfly and because some of the colors in this pack went with this, I put a pink sparkly, pink and red sparkly butterfly up there and a pink and orange one here. And then the sayings I stamped, and I stamped them using, now this part is fairly new to me. I just got this from scrapbook.com not long ago. And Woodware is closed now, so they still had some Woodware stamp sets left when I was on their website. I was going to use that frog, but look how tall he is. I just thought he was too big for this little book, and I found all these wonderful stickers. But I did use the hopping by to say, you make me hoppy. And that's more for a card, but this would have been cute too. So I will use this some other time. Anyway, that's when I got it, I actually think I had this collab in mind, or maybe I didn't know yet. I don't know. So that's as far as I've gotten. Days 22, ice cream and gems. Day 23, greeting card and hearts with an extra little pocket. So lots of writing space, or this is kind of shiny because it's actually the glitter cardstock. But you could put a picture back here, and I could put more heart decorations on there, but I didn't feel like I wanted to. And can write in here, and I can stamp or put more stickers, heart stickers or something in there if I wanted to. So I thought that was cute. And then fun foam and frogs. Didn't say the frogs had to be fun foam. Oh, and these two stickers, where were they from? Oh my goodness. I don't remember. Hang on. Another sticker. Oh, yes I do. Those two guys were out of that same sticker sheet I got the strawberries, sparkly strawberries from, but the frogs, this one here and one down here, there and there, only two frogs in here. They didn't have any sparkle, so I put one down in this corner and one over here. Those were Doodlebug designs, but I've got them out originally for the strawberries, and they're glittery, and it's a mess. That glitter doesn't stay on. So you can see I have not done day 25, which is journaling card and tuck spot. My next video, which should be Wednesday if it doesn't mess up again and post early for some reason. So the next one will be 4 days, journaling card and tuck spot, ATC card and polka dots for day 26, bead trim and squares for day 27. Now I bead, and I used to have some bead trim, but I don't think I do anymore, but I could. I might. So I'll have to see. And day 28, tea and the word strawberry or strawberries. That one should be easy for me. ATC card and polka dots, no problem. Journaling card and tuck spot, no problem. I've done some of those before. The bead trim and the squares actually might throw me a little bit, but I can do it. I just have to give it more thought than the other ones. So come back on, well, come back every day that I post a video, but Wednesday the 28th, I should have the next four for you, and you should be seeing this on or after Saturday, May 24th. So once we get through, I only have two more videos, one Wednesday, May 28th with four, and the book still has quite a bit of paper. Oops, I see some strawberries. Ha ha ha. I'll just keep them in here in case I can use them for some page. So it has a lot, but I also am doubling them up, so we'll have 7 more doubled up pages, but I'm sure there's more than 14 pages here. So, and I can't tear pages out because of the way I've gone ahead and done this in order, but I'll just keep them there and maybe continue making other stuff in there. Also, I wanted to mention there is another collaboration happening that's using altered composition books, and it's with Tammy Altering Composition Books in the month of May. They just started May 15th, and I was going to do that one as well, but I can't do this one and that one. I just don't have time to do two. So I'm going to count what I'm doing in here towards that. Posting on Mondays and Thursdays throughout May. So be sure to go check them out. I know Tammy has posted 3 videos so far, so I'm assuming her co-host in that open collab also has. I need to find time and go watch both of them. So, yeah, that's it for now, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and being part of my channel. See you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.